Hello, I'm Jen. Welcome back to my channel, Literary Love 123, where I combine my master's in English with my passion for the horror genre to talk about the books that I read. Today's video is a tag video. This is the Spooky Scary Skeleton tag. It was created by Nicole at Nicole's Bookish Nook, and I was tagged by Pat at Book Chat with Pat. So after this quick intro, I will be right back to do the tag. There are 10 prompts in the Spooky Scary Skeleton tag, so let's get started. Prompt number 1, Witchy Mayhem. Name a book you loved or hated about witches. For this prompt, I chose a recent read, So Witches We Became by Jill Bagachinsky. I was pleasantly surprised by how much I enjoyed this book because it is YA. And while a lot of times I don't read YA, I find that when I do, it's very rare that one really resonates with me, but this one did. And it has been described as a queer feminist retelling of Stephen King's The Mist. And I can see that for sure. I did talk about it in a recent vlog. So if you want to know more about what I thought of it, I will link that vlog down below. Prompt number 2, The Pumpkin King, a fiction book about a spooky main character. For this one, I chose Carmilla, which, as you can tell, I have quite a lot to say about Carmilla. And this is by Joseph Sheridan Le Fanu. It predates Dracula, and it is about a young woman who is a vampire, Carmilla. And I love Carmilla. I love Carmilla the character, and I love Carmilla the book. So I had to pick that one. Prompt number 3, Orange Fever. A book with the word orange in the title or a book with an orange cover. And if you follow my channel, you probably know which book I'm going to pick for this. And that is my 50th anniversary edition of Stephen King's Carrie, because you can see what looks more gold in the light, but it is orange on the cover. And I just love this edition, and I love Carrie. She's another woman character that I absolutely adore. She is one of my favorite good for her horror characters. So anytime I get a chance to talk about Carrie, I will do so. Number 4, Ghouls and Ghosts, a book you love about ghouls or ghosts. So for this one, I chose a book about a ghost, and that is The Woman in Black by Susan Hill, a very beloved book for me too. I am currently rereading this for a spooky, scary skeleton prompt to read a classic book. And I am enjoying it as much as I did the first time I read it. It is eerie, it is unsettling, it is gothic, and it is perfect. All right, prompt number 5, your least favorite horror, thriller, or mystery book. Bluebeard's Castle by Anna Biller. Also, if you follow my channel, you know I rant about this book on occasion, but I'm not going to do that today. If you would like to hear me rant along with a couple of other people on a book club discussion about Bluebeard's Castle, I will also link that live show down below so you can hear what we thought of it there. Prompt number 6, Gothic Wonders, a favorite Gothic-themed book you've read in the past 5 years. So for this one, I chose The Silent Companions by Laura Purcell. Very creepy and unsettling in quite a few parts, and I definitely recommend this one. Prompt number 7, Magic and Potions, a fiction or nonfiction book about magic and potions. So for this one, I chose a fun, more kind of cozy horror title, and that is Cackle by Rachel Harrison, which might contain potions and magic and witches. All right. Prompt number 8. Black cat. Excuse me. Black cats. A book about cats, or a book with a cat as a side character or the main character. For this one, I chose well, I'm going to hit that mic. If you watch my channel, you know I also tend to do that quite a bit. This is the Folktale Cat, and I forgot who edited this, so let me check that real quick. Frank DeCaro. So this has several different stories about the cat in folklore and fairy tales. And I use this book in one of the outschool classes that I teach about felines and folklore. So I will also link my outschool profile down in the description box below too, if you would like to check out my felines and folklore or any of my other classes that I teach. Okay, prompt number 9, Spooky Scary Skeletons. A book that sent shivers down your spine. Now, I really don't scare easily. I certainly find books and movies to be creepy and unsettling, but to be genuinely scared is rare for me. But I had that experience last year about this time. I listened to the audiobook for The Outsider by Stephen King, and there was one particular passage that I was reading while I was walking in the early morning when it was still dark outside. And that passage scared the crap out of me, like chills up and down my spine. I started looking around like something is about to come out at me in the dark. And part of it possibly could have been because I was walking in the dark at the time I read it. But I feel like even if I had been sitting in my own house in broad daylight, it still would have had the same effect on me. Because listen, this is how much it like got under my skin. I could not take my early morning walks in the dark for like a week after I read that passage in The Outsider. I didn't even want to take the trash out at night. And that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen with me. But it did in that book. Just one particular passage, which I can't really go into because it would give away too much of the book. But that is the only book I can think of, and as an adult, that really got to me like it did. All right, then prompt number 10, tag some other spooky people. So I am going to tag Katrina at Katrina Brown, and I'm going to tag Edie at Edie Lewis. And if you see this tag and you want to do it, please do it. It's a fun tag. And thank you, Pat, for tagging me. And thank you, Nicole, for creating such a fun tag. And if you would like to help me out, then you can like this video. You can subscribe. You could hit that bell so we can continue to talk about books. I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.